Hi, it's Alex again, and here's something new for my channel. First of all, a bit of background. I'm originally adopted from Romania by a German family and moved 13 years ago to New Zealand. And I'm really enjoy talking about anything policy related to my personal story about international adoption and discussing maybe what experts have said, but also what has happened in current affairs around adoptions. So today I'll be talking about some recent news and I won't name the country yet out of respect for it because the events haven't been fully verified yet, that there was a former Soviet Union country in Eastern Europe that was accused of treating children in orphanages like some bad orphanages in Romania, where disabled children allegedly were tied to items in the orphanage and treated very badly, and photos were published in that country and people demonstrated about that. And I think, what's my view on that? My view is there's very clear demonstrated experience and research that keeping kids in orphanages and the institutionalization of children demolishes their social psycho-development. In simple terms, they don't develop emotions and their physical growth can be severely delayed, especially with maltreatment and ill-treatment. For instance, at a study presented last year at ICA 6 in Montreal, Harvard researchers demonstrated a very close link between keeping children in Romanian orphanages and their ability to have good sleep. Their cortisol levels, which regulates human sleep, were significantly impacted by their institutionalization, which is the stay of the orphanage. And there's basically a very clear link that the longer a child stays in an orphanage, the more severely their social and physical development can be impacted or even impaired. So there's a growing global consensus that countries and organizations push for the deinstitutionalization of facilities that resemble the likeliness of orphanages and instead put children into children's homes where there's a higher ratio between children and adults, which an ideal ratio is about for every 4 children, 1 adult. Around that is a good ratio. So that's the practice, and also countries including the likes of Australia have passed legislation that is to hinder the supporting of so-called orphanage tourism, which happens a lot in developing countries such as Southeast Asia, where orphanages can exist for alternative motives because it's a billion dollar industry, unfortunately, and the regulations aren't always very transparent and the interest of the child isn't always at play. So I think in summary, it's important first to wait for the verification of these allegations towards that country in Eastern Europe. But if there has been maltreatment of disabled children, then that's severely concerning, because there's a clear link between keeping kids in orphanages and maltreatment and their physical and social development. Thank you.